So getting from like 60 odd for 5 and being able to put such a score where let's say there's a 150 odd surface, what do you put that down to?
I mean, we're obviously struggling when we lost those early wickets, and it's something that we discussed, me and Bev, during our innings, and obviously was made very difficult for us by the Proteas bowlers, and credit to them. But I think the way we sort of thought about it was that the longer we spent at the crease, the easier runs would come, and then I suppose we couldn't quite afford to lose many more wickets, and so we're trying to take it as deep as we possibly could, and run hard to the long side, and I mean we obviously got lucky along the way, but that's cricket, and so we rode that and got to the score we did.
Congratulations on your win, and what do you have to say about your debutant, Jacob? He got there, he made runs, he had an exceptional form and everything, so what do you have to say about him and how he played today?
Yeah, he's an amazing guy. I mean, you look at him and he's quite the big guy, and you think he should hit a big ball, and he sure does. So no, it was fantastic batting with him, and I think what stood out for me was when he came out, he was very calm and looked to really enjoy it, and so he did, and looked looked completely comfortable out there, and played a really, really good knock, and I think he's going to play a lot of cricket. So yeah, it's very exciting watching him bat.
You did touch a bit upon how your wickets were falling. Was it difficult setting runs at the first, because the first 10 overs went as good as compared to your last 10 overs? So what did you make of the first 10 overs and the last?
Yeah, I think the Proteas bowling was exceptional. I think their lengths and the use of the long side was really impressive, and I think good bowling, credit due was good bowling, and they sure bowled really well with the newer ball, and I suppose it was hard to find momentum when we were continuing to lose wickets, and so that was sort of obviously one thing that stemmed the flow of runs was obviously losing wickets. So I think as we got on and took it deeper and deeper, we I suppose had relatively more hits in the bank, so we could capitalise on that later on in the innings.
I hit that win for the 50. Most people are more pensive. They're like, I'm going to a single. I want to, one of the big sixes from a switch hit or a top edge. What was the thinking behind that? Or is he just playing every ball at the time?
Yeah, I think that's one thing you have to do as a cricketer is try and be as grounded and be where your feet are, and try and play the ball that comes to you. And for me, I'm not. It's not about. Everyone says it's not about milestones, but it's not. But for me, it's not. It's a great feeling contributing to a win for your country, and it's an addicting feeling, and one that I hope to replicate later on. So in terms of those milestones, it's that's not on my radar. But I mean, obviously, it's nice. It'd be silly to say that it wasn't nice to get 50 or anything like that, but it's definitely more rewarding contributing to a win.
A couple of guys who are missing. I saw them somewhere else today. They just ride chin and that stuff. Being able to pick this win against a South African side that is on a high, obviously it's a different format, but obviously the dressing room is still quite high. That must give some confidence to you, or do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, those guys coming back are amazing players, and look forward to watching them go about what they do. And I mean, I'm sure they're a little bit jet lagged off their flights, and so yeah, no, I'm looking forward to them coming to the team.
Okay, so obviously up next now, straight back injection on Friday against Zimbabwe. How important was this win in that context? Because it's a Tri-Nation series, so it's mini tournament field, I would imagine. So how important was it to get that victory, and then just reports looking ahead to Zimbabwe, like what your mindset?
Yeah, absolutely. I think T20 cricket in general is about momentum. You see that today where we lose wickets and it's hard to find momentum, and there's always wee small moments, and I think that can be said for the series as a whole. If we like we did get off to a good win, it definitely gives us confidence going into the next games, and hopefully we can carry that through. And I mean, Zimbabwe are going to pose a different challenge on Friday, and we pride ourselves on trying to adapt as quick as we possibly can, and so that's something that we might different wicket and different bowlers, different teams. So hopefully we can be adaptable and come out on top again on Friday.
Questions.
It's not always that New Zealand are coming to play here in Zimbabwe. What can you say about maybe your experience so far?
I mean, Zimbabwe as a country, I love it so far. The climate's fantastic. The people have been very, very nice and very accommodating. I love all the steaks. The steaks are my favourite. I love the red meat over here. It's fantastic. In terms of the surfaces and the cricketing conditions, it's actually quite similar to back home. A little bit of pace and bounce, and that's really nice. Especially with the Proteas, they're good fast bowling, and so that's something that I quite enjoy, and it's well suited to, I suppose, us as a cricket team as well. So yeah, again, the wicket's going to be different on Friday, so if we can adapt quickly, then that'd be good.
So my final question, the local crowd seemed to be supporting you guys today. There were people wearing printed black caps, New Zealand. Did that make it a little bit simpler, or that didn't register?
No, I did notice that from the crowd, and I think to my theory, is this a bit of a testament to the way that we want to play our cricket as New Zealand and as a New Zealand cricket team, and the way we want to treat others and things like that. And so, the support over here is, for us, like you said, it's very good. So hopefully we can continue to make the most for our supporters over here.
Thanks, guys.